AITAH for trying to get custody of my brother from my sister because of her abusive relationship? I, 24F, have two siblings, Jen, 28F, and Brad, 14M. Our dad died shortly after Brad was born, and our mom passed 2 years ago. When our mom died, I had just graduated college and wasn't in a good financial position, so it made sense for Jen to get custody of Brad. Jen has been dating Nate, 30SM, for about 5 years now. Jen wouldn't ever speak about him to me, and I've only ever met him a few times. Without going into specific details, Brad told me that Jen is being abused and Nate is horrible to her. I've begged and begged Jen to leave Nate, but she gets angry at me whenever I try and tells me to butt out of her relationship. I said fine, but Brad is my brother and I'm not allowing him to stay in that house where he gets anxiety and panic attacks on the daily. He actually had to get put on medication for his anxiety because of Nate. Nate doesn't abuse him, but the situation and household dynamic makes him anxious. I got a decent paying job and have gotten an apartment for Brad and I recently. After I was accepted to move into the apartment, I went over to Jens and told her to let Brad come and live with me and I'll take care of him. She said there's no way in hell she'll allow that. She said she's his guardian and she will take care of him. I said Brad is living in a house with Nate, watching his sister be abused, and living in the worst part of town that's not only dangerous but is also an hour and a half away from his school. He's not comfortable and he's not happy. I told her I love her and I hope she leaves Nate soon, and when she does, Brad and I will be waiting for her. But for now, Brad is my priority and I don't want him growing up around your dynamic with Nate. She cried and said I know all she's going through and I still want to take her only source of happiness away. I said I'm so sorry, but Brad doesn't deserve to live like this just so she can have a bit of happiness in her household. She refused to let Brad come back with me, although Brad was crying and begging her to let him come with me. I told her I'll see a lawyer and try to get full custody of Brad. I have since seen a lawyer and she's been a lot of help. She's confident I'll get custody of Brad. I feel truly terrible about the situation my sister is in and my heart is breaking, but if no one else will take care of Brad, I will.